Congress, their main job is to serve the public. And even though we have to win elections, we can't be concerned about being popular all the time. Some of the greatest programs are implemented by Franklin Roosevelt, like Social Security. Back when, at the time they were passed, they were attacked. So I believe healthcare reform, the fact that we're going to be able to provide healthcare ultimately to the majority of people in this country so they don't have to go bankrupt and reduce our healthcare costs and make us healthier in the long term, that's going to be viewed as an outstanding policy. So, I'm not concerned about short-term popularity. I've got to restore financial stability right now in this region. So whatever we got to do to get the job done, I'm willing to do it. And I think our party needs to stay focused on that too.
Well, it's hard to say. I think that the people who are passionate Democrats, I think they need to stand up and they need to talk a little louder. I think they need to cling a little tighter to why they're proud to be a Democrat and why they had tears of joy and why they invested blood, sweat, and tears into the 08 campaign. They need to remember how they felt, and they need to remember that that doesn't stop, that struggle and that sense of agency.
I don't really think it was that much that was wrong. I do think that there was this wave of people that were very frustrated with the way that the system was going, and I think the Democrats, I think they did the best that they could. I think they really listened to their people, they listened to their constituents, they listened to their concerns. So some of it's actually really surprising.
They came in on President Obama's coattail, but they weren't willing to continue to stand with him. They're afraid to be a liberal. They're afraid to work with him now. And it's this Tea Party, these radicals, that have changed them. If he was good enough for them to ride in on his coattail, they ought to stand with him.
Well, I think there were a couple of things, one of which is I think most of the mainstream media did not let the message get through. I mean, when I spoke to people about the film industry, first of all, I'm not sure it was the fault of the Democrats as much as it was the situation and the amount of money that the Republicans put in and the control that the mainstream media had on the whole thing.
Democrats need to stick a little bit more to what they believe in and not necessarily. I like to work along party lines and say that Republicans and Democrats should work together, but I feel like the Democrats weren't willing to defend themselves and we worried too much about being partisan and not worrying as much about saying this is what we believe in and this is what we're going to stick to and this is the path we're going to go. Whether we get reelected or not, this is what we believe is right.